Hi everyone, welcome to my video. I have been away for a little while because I really needed to take care of myself for a while and take it a bit slower. But I feel like I really want to make videos again for you guys and see how I can help you in your spiritual development, as well as gaining insight in yourself and the people around you. Now I'm going to do it a little different than you're used from me. So I have a transparent tarot, which I have been using to get an overview of the situation as it is right now. And if anything in this overview resonates with you, then this reading has something for you. So pay attention to the situation I'm going to describe in these cards. We have an upper part, which is an active part, and we have a lower part, which is a more passive part. Also there is a timeline, and I'll explain it as I go. The first card we read is the Star. This is about aiming for the stars and wanting to be the best you can, being inspired or being an inspiration to other people. The next card we find the Seven of Swords. I'm not sure if it shows up well. And this card is about being vigilant and guard whatever you have accomplished so far, or it can thus mean a warning for people trying to steal from you. If you guard it well, you will be able to use it, the resources that we're speaking about here, to help others. This can also mean that you had to be sneaky, or you still have to be sneaky about gaining the resources that you want to have, maybe because other people want them too, and you might have some people that are depending on you, or you may want to use whatever you have accomplished in order to help other people. So you may be working charity jobs or helping other people out in some way that you know you can, and but you still need to guard whichever you have, so that you won't be wasting valuable resources either for yourself or for other people. So the passive part is about the guarding and the sharing with others. The active part is being an inspiration for others. Now, the next card we read is the Queen of Wands. And this is about passion and being in control of your energy, knowing how to spend it, being able to multitask very well, to take on multiple responsibilities, being playful, being joyful, being generous and warm-hearted. This is a very positive card. I think this describes who you are. So you are very intuitive, very magnetic, very attractive, very energetic as well. And you have a very strong intuition as well. And you are about to begin something new. And maybe that is why you are be warned to be careful about what you do with your resources. Maybe you're overspending it on people in your environment. Maybe you should keep them more to yourself and being a little more candid about what you have. But you are about to begin something new, and your overall journey in these cards is about inspiring other people with your presence and with the things that you have accomplished. You are about to start something new. This is very symbolic of the mixing of emotion and passion, or feminine energies and masculine energies. So you are about to begin something that balances these two energies out. Very sensitive, very spiritual, very empathic, and very passionate, very full of desire and drive to get somewhere. So, and the combination of these two is very inspiring for other people as you are reaching for the stars, reaching for the best you can possibly become. So if anything in this reading resonates with you, these cards might have a message for you. Now this is extremely positive, but still the cards may have a pointer for you or a message that can be very important for you. So let's get into the reading. So I have two oracle decks and one tarot that I am going to use. I will be using Whisperers of Nature. That is this deck. It is in Dutch, but I will translate. So let's see what the message is that these cards have for you. We have two cards coming out, so that was a quickie. Let's see what we have here. Yes, we have two messages for you, and we have the message find beauty, and we have the message be spontaneous. So well, that is something to keep in mind, that you should look for the beauty everywhere you go, and try not to force things in yourself. If you're happy, you can show it, but if you're not, don't force anything that isn't there. So be spontaneous, be true to yourself, be true to your inner feelings and motivations and passions and desires, and find the beauty wherever you go. That will very much help you on your path. So I will also use the Wisdom of the Oracle from Colette Baron Reed. Also this card deck is in Dutch, so I will translate. My translations may be different from the translations, the official translations. So I hope you bear with me, and if I got it wrong, you can also let me know in the comments, so that if I use this deck again, I can translate more properly. So let's see what these cards might have to say for you as well. One is coming out, so let's take that one. See, is there anything else we need to know? We got two more cards. Anything else? Wow, there's quite a lot of cards coming out. So there is definitely a story that needs to be told here. And this one, I'll leave it at this, because this is going to be an extremely large amount of cards. So let's see what we have. Yes, there is definitely a story here. First off, we see the never-ending story. This never-ending story is something that you seem to be repeating over and over in your life. You seem to be seeking out the same sort of people in your life, the same sort of circumstances, the same sort of job, which makes you feel the same thing that you've always felt. And in that you also go to the ultimate limits. This is not the proper translation. but for those of you who know this deck, you can probably enlighten me on how to translate this card correctly. This is about going the mile, I think, going the extra mile possibly. So in everything you do, you give 110%. So also in repeating this old pattern. So therefore this pattern is going to be very, very, how do you say that? Very persistent. You also don't give yourself much time for rest. You kind of neglect your own needs. You, like we saw in the transparent tarot, you are always taking care of the people around you. You are always helping out. You are even doing things that you possibly shouldn't be doing in order to help other people, and in that way you are neglecting your own needs. You need to take a rest. It's time for a nap. Do you make time in your day for an hour or maybe 30 minutes of just doing nothing, not even fiddling with your phone or watching TV or Netflix or being on your computer or social media, just sitting on a chair and do nothing, maybe meditate or just literally take a cozy blanket and do a little nap on the couch, just to clear your head. You may find that this really helps you out. Because at this point you are running around in circles. Again, this never-ending story is like a negative circle that's repeating itself, and you are very vigorously enforcing that circle. Maybe it's definitely time for you to take some rest, take a break and look at what you're doing, because you are spinning around in circles. You are not going anywhere at this point. And these two cards, I will get them together. Maybe it is your mind that is spinning around in circles, because we have the soulmate card and the fantasy card. So are you dreaming about a soulmate or your soulmate? Do you have already someone in your life who could be a soulmate? Or are you just spinning circles and fantasizing about something that isn't quite manifested yet? I wonder. Maybe this is, again, with these two cards, a hint to see the beauty in yourself instead of looking for something outside yourself that should fulfill the needs that you have been neglecting. So I think there is a very important message for you here. I will clear these cards away for a minute, because I am also going to draw the tarot cards, the Ethereal Visions Tarot, and we will see if the tarot cards also have a message for you according to the previous cards. In order to be able to keep on going, you should follow the advice that was given in these other cards. Try not to spin around in circles. Try to listen to your needs. Try to not be too overly dependent on other people to take care of your needs, but to find the beauty in yourself and respect that, so that you can begin to take care of your own needs instead of depending on other people. Because in that way you are enforcing a spiral that's making you very dependent on other people, and it doesn't help you if you want to grow spiritually. So Let's see what we have. That's funny because the bottom of the deck shows the Nine of Pentacles, which is about independence. This is about standing on your own 2 feet and providing for yourself, meeting your own needs in order to take care of yourself, and then you will be able to take care of the people around you. The first card is the Four of Swords. This is about what I saw earlier, about you denying yourself the time to rest. This Four of Swords is very much stressing that you should take a rest. You should really bring things in your life to a halt in order to see what is going on there. What patterns are you enforcing? What negative patterns are you repeating? And how are you setting yourself up for feeling drained and feeling used possibly by other people? The next card is the Five of Wands. This is about, I think this refers to the spinning in circles card. Let me see if I can get it. It's the last one, of course. The spinning in circles, because the Five of Wands speaks of efforts that don't yield anything. You're working your butt off and you're not moving anywhere. You're not going anywhere. And how is that possible? Well, you are spinning in circles. Your efforts are not bringing you any rewards or fruits, because you seem to be running around repeating a pattern that is not beneficial for you. The Nine of Cups. Are you even satisfied with what you have now, or are you constantly looking for something to make your life better? Are you looking for someone to make your life better? Are you fantasizing about things you don't have yet? Are you happy with what you have accomplished for yourself? You must know that happiness attracts more happiness. So if you are happy with the things you have and don't look too much the things that you still don't have, you will gain more of what you have, which means that your needs will be met even better and you will be more fulfilled. So remind yourself of being grateful for what you have, so that you will be able to manifest more of the good things in your life. The King of Swords. I wonder who this is. Let me see. I will draw the card that's next to it, because it might explain a little more. Oh, I see. You may have someone in your environment. The King of Swords. He is a man who is very cerebral. He is very intelligent. He's very well spoken. He might be a businessman. He might be a trader. He may be a tactician or a strategist. He is very responsible. He weighs all possibilities before deciding. So whenever he decides, it is very well thought out. He is also an extreme good judge of character, and he really sees through any bullshit. So this is not someone to be messed with, because if you do mess with him, he can come across very, very strongly, very, very harshly, and very, very sharp. But this person is communicating to you. You may have communications with this man on social media or internet, like email, or maybe via a website, a forum, or something like that. You are in communication with this person, and maybe you are about to start a new relationship. Is this man showing you that he has feelings for you? And how are you feeling towards this man? Are you happy with him? Is this man your soulmate? Do you feel the resonance between this man and you? It sure seems that you are fantasizing about this person very much. The man can be an air sign, but doesn't have to be. He may possibly be older than you are, and I think he may have light hair and light eyes, possibly gray or white hair, or light blonde, or else he may be very dark haired, like very dark brown or very black hair with dark eyes. And like I said, he's very intelligent, very sharp, very witty. His communications are very quick and fast. He may be communicating in short sentences. He's very keen on communications from other people, and he really has a good ear for the things that are not being said. But I do wonder about this relationship, because are you repeating a pattern in this relationship? Are you spinning in circles? Are you repeating the same story over and over and over? And how far does it need to go before you understand in what spiral you are caught up in? I think you should really look closely to see if this person can literally be a soulmate, or if you are repeating patterns from the past, because that is what these two cards are telling me. And maybe you are settling for him. Maybe you are settling for this guy because anything else gives you so much trouble, and this man, he seems to be there for you. He seems to be willing to listen to you, and he might even have feelings for you. I cannot be conclusive on what role he has for you, because this is a general reading, so there are possibly multiple stories in this story. So for some of you, this man may actually be your soulmate, the man you've been dreaming of your entire life. For other people, this man may be a symptom of a repeating pattern in your life. And it also may be a warning. Are you going the extra mile? Are you ignoring your own needs and your own need for rest and clarity? Because we have two cards that stress the need for rest, taking a step back. Maybe this man is trying to go too fast for your liking, and maybe you should settle a moment and be on your own for a moment before you go head over heels into a new relationship. If he really, really cares about you, he will understand, and he will be there, and he will respect your need for some rest. It may also be that you are in a bit of a quarrel with this person. Maybe you have a troublesome relationship with this person. Maybe there's a lot of bickering back and forth between you and this man. Maybe you both want different things, and maybe that is wearing you down. Maybe the two of you should take a little time apart in order to see what's going on here, and is there possibly a way that you can find a solution that makes both of you happy and satisfied. So there's a lot of different energies in this reading, a lot of different stories are being covered by these cards. So yeah, it's quite complicated. I didn't expect that if I recall these cards. I really didn't expect this reading to turn out so complicated, but this can be the story of someone who is trying to be the best example they can be, and in burning themselves out doing that, or maybe they are giving themselves too easily to a relationship, or they are in a relationship that is troublesome, maybe a symptom of a pattern from the past. For others, this new relationship that you're heading into, with the mixing of the male and the female energies, can also mean that this person is your actual soulmate, and that he is actually your dream come true. And you are finally moving into an actual relationship. At least there is communication about feelings between you and this man. So there are at least 3 different stories here. If anything resonates with you, take it at heart, and the things that don't resonate, they are not for you. Like I said, this is a general reading. There are multiple stories here, so not all of what I said may be applicable to your situation. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope you got something out of it. And if you did, please like and share this video. Subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and click the bell icon if you want to be notified whenever I upload a new video. You're gonna also find me on social media, although I'm not really active at the moment right there. I'm still trying to take it a little slow. So I'm also someone who needs to take a little rest and take care of myself. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'd love to see you back sometime. Bye bye.